I tell you, here comes trouble. Radio Ghana, I hope all you're ready, you know. I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. So Radio Ghana, like I said, we have trouble. Trouble is coming. That's right, trouble is coming. So lodge up each and every one of you that's locked on for the first time. I know I ready. I ready. But ladies and gentlemen, I present to you live on the air for the first time, the one, the only, Mr. Darrel Dookoo. Special good evening to you, brother. How you doing? How you feeling?
Good evening.
Boy, everybody is ready. Are you ready, Darrel? Are you ready? I want to know if you're ready.
I want to know if you're ready for the lacquer.
Hey. Now, Radio Ghana, anybody that's locked on, just remember that this show that we have this evening, this segment, which is called True Talk with Darrel Dookoo, the one, the only. This segment is an uncensored segment. So if you are easily offended, go home, right? True Talk? True Talk with Darrel Dookoo.
Pressure.
Fresh in the dunya. So Darrel, you hearing me good?
Yes, I'm hearing you, man.
All right. So I know everybody hearing you loud and clear, brother. So, you know, Darrel, we want to welcome you to the Radio Ghana family. I know myself and you have been talking for a long time. We've been in this.
Why are we breaking up?
I said, well, I want to welcome you to the Radio Ghana family. We've been waiting for you for a very, very long time and things like that. It's been insane in regards to the amount of people downloading the app, making sure and logging on for the first time and thing. They want to hear your voice. Why do you think people want to hear you, Darrel?
Allan, I haven't heard a word that you say.
Oh, it looks like we have...
like WUF, man.
So that could be your internet feed, so you want to make sure you don't have anything else going on at home in regards
There's nothing else going on here.
Okay.
I'm now hearing you.
Okay, so what I had said, Darrel, is that everybody is in anticipation, waiting to hear you for the first time. Why do you think these people want to hear you, Darrel?
Because we speak the truth, man. Shit going on in Trinidad. People need to know what the hell is happening here.
Well, this is what, Darrel, remember, we have an uncensored program. And my favorite hashtag is WUF. And that's your favorite saying, Darrel. So what is WUF, man?
What a fuckery.
There you go. There you go. So, Darrel, I know you have a bunch of topics and things like that. Last week when we said that we're going to bring this program on air, first time ever, we had one of our listeners said that one of the topics she wants for you to discuss, right, is this topic for you to discuss is if men love their wife, why do they cheat? You understand? So what's your thoughts on that, brother?
Well, you know, you have a few names for them. You have the horny, which is the woman who does give the fuck. Then you have the horner, which is the man who going outside to get the fuck. And then you have the horned, which is the poor woman who home. And then it have people like you and me, Allan, who just horny.
Bruds, how you busting my files so, boy? Not because I'm a single man, no, you know.
Tabanka music. Allan, the kind of tabanka music you play for the last hour. I want to know what's going on. I need to call your wife after the damn show.
No wife, brother. No wife. That's why I can play that kind of music on a Tuesday night. You understand?
Got a wife?
Nah, no wife, brother. But
no wife?
Nobody.
Right hand, left hand?
No, I have a girlfriend. My girlfriend is locked on in Tampa right now. KVTV's very own Amelia Budu Singh. So she's locked on.
You're holding men as a bricks. But wait, before we go all there, Allan.
Yeah,
hold on. On a serious note, a wonderful woman has passed on. She has transitioned. Hazel Ward Redmond. Auntie Hazel. If you're old like me, all you're going to know the hell Auntie Hazel is. I mean, from TTT those days. 12 and under and Teen Talent. And I got my first break to be on TV by singing. Those days I was a fucking church rat. To sing on TV, I mean, you know, and you're going and sing a little church song and thing in Teen Talent and 12 and under. And it was a wonderful thing in those days. And it's so sad to see she has now passed on. Condolences to the family, man.
Yeah, I agree, brother. Condolences to the family. That's that's an icon for children culture from back in the days. And, we truly regret her passing. I know, Darrel, that we had spoke about that earlier, that she holds a special place in your heart, right, brother?
Yeah, man. She reminds me of that era with 12 and under and Mastana Bahara. Those things you sit with your parents and grandparents and enjoy on a Saturday evening, man. It brings back a lot of memories.
I agree, bro. So, so this is what we don't have that kind of staple programming in Trinidad anymore. So what do you think is going to be available for the children of tomorrow?
Well, I don't know about the children of tomorrow, but in my case, we're taking over. Both of us, me and you. We're going to run the show now.
There you go. So, because we know there's no children listening right now.
Now that we fix we fix Hazelwood Redmond, let's get into the tour.
There we go.
Allan, boy, I was driving into Port of Spain recently, and I got to the interchange, or the overpass, if you want to call it, at Grand Bazaar Mount up there. It's a new overpass for the people who haven't been home for a while. And I was negotiating to go to San Fernando from east. And I stopped dead in my tracks, Dread, because I saw at 5:30 in the morning a set of lights, and I got confused. I had to stop the car because I was wondering, is this a new, new lights, or am I doing something wrong or whatever? So I stopped the car. And when I catch myself, I said, but wait now, this is an artist's impression of a fucking Christmas tree.
I saw the picture. How could you guys have something like that, bro? I don't understand.
I tell you, when I realized what it was, I said, but wait now, what utter fuckery? How the hell you could actually take traffic lights and make a Christmas tree? Now, come on. I mean, seriously, Allan. And on top of that, the problem is, it's not the Tuntun who make the Christmas tree, It's the Tuntun who plant the Christmas tree. Who authorized these people to put this thing, I don't know what to call it, next to a highway, brother, with real traffic lights on the highway? You want people to crash?
Like I said, it don't make any sense, bro. I truly don't understand why would they do something like that, because just by me looking at it, I got confused and I wasn't even driving. So imagine all you're not driving.
But I mean, I consider myself a little young, brother, and I got confused. You could imagine your mommy or your grandpa driving down the highway and bounce up that fucking tree. What do you ask that, boy?
I don't know, bro. Like I said, I don't understand it. It don't make any sense in regards to, what they were thinking about when they did it, and it's a functioning light. Is that correct?
But the funny thing is, somebody had to approve this. Somebody actually had to draw this out and plan it out and say how much this would cost, Allan, and then take it, and it has to go to a board or the Minister of Works and Transport. Somebody had to sit down and approve this. So I don't blame the artist. I blame the Tuntun who put it there.
There you go. And this is what, but how come these people end up getting that kind of stuff approved? How does that end up happening? Like I said, I live in the States and I don't understand. And like I said, that's something that's highly confusing.
Boy, apparently anybody could go with an idea to anybody in this country, and once you could make some money out of it, Allan, that nonsense happens in here, and nobody is saying anything. Imagine when we put up that thing or that blog that I did on that same Christmas tree traffic light, you got thousands of viewers.
Yes.
A lot of people complaining, Darrel, you're talking the truth, boy, this blasted, this thing, nobody's saying anything about it. It's still there. I have a great mind, Allan, to run in there at night, probably 1, 2 in the morning, and knock it the fuck down.
What's stopping you, brother? What's stopping you? You afraid somebody gonna throw oil on you? Is that what happened?
No, boy, me can't new, boy. I still have 3 more years to pay on the damn car. I can't hit it down with that car. If I could thief a car or borrow, anybody have a old van they want to lend me,
well,
I'll go knock it down.
Let me ask some people, because right now I get in some messages and things. We got Stacy Ann P. She said, big up Darrel, Stacy from Trini. Then we have a first-time listener, Anika A. She's locked on. Then we got Kiki N, a person by the name of Shaker. We got all these people sending messages and things. that they're locked on and
these are people on the wall. These are people on the wall. Thank you so much for the support, man.
You know. So, but this is what, and like I said, Darrel, one of the things that we had talked about earlier. One of the things that went viral, completely viral, was your take on the hot oil thing. You know, and I believe you said that the young lady who was involved in that ended up contacting you. Is that correct?
That is correct. And she was so glad for the support that she got. Now, the thing is, we got both negative views and positive views. People had a lot of bad things to say about me, and, you know, I don't give a fuck whether you like how my nipples look or not. it ain't doing me nothing. Me ain't give a ass. But the point is, there's an issue in this country with how we deal with people that work in these service centers or fast food outlets and all of that. We don't have Allan. And we go in there with a condescending tone, as I said before, and talk down to these poor people that work so hard. You don't know what these people go through during the course of the day, how hard it is. You know it is to be frying chicken and mopping toilet and flushing and all kind of thing. And you come in there and want to complain that the chicken that they give you, the piece of breast too skinny, or that the wing missing piece, and you want to make a set of fucking noise for a little piece of chicken. We don't know how to approach people in Allan. If you approach people the right way, you could get anything done. You could walk up to a woman in a bar and nicely say, how you doing, and all of that. And at the end of the day, you could carry that home, Allan. I'm giving you a little hint, right?
I come in Trinidad tomorrow.
Home. And that might spend the night with you, and it might probably spend the rest of her life with you because of your attitude. But when there are certain people, if you approach them the wrong way, you'll get it in your ass. Let me tell you, there's everybody who on my wall know I just turn jackass when you approach me stupid. You approach me nicely, Allan. You have done it before we knew each other. You approach me very nicely, and you know what you got. I reciprocated. I was even nicer than you. Very pleasant. But you approach me like an idiot, and you will get what you're looking for. You know much of them get it? Ask them. They go tell you. Plenty people know that Darrel is fuck up bad. Don't come by me with shit. My problem is, that is the issue in this country. If you approach people nicely, we do not know how to mama guy people. We have that's an art, you know, how to mama guy people. You remember Allan Patek? You know it's Patek, right?
No, I don't remember. Sorry.
Come on, man. You want me to, boy? You can't remember these old Syrian men with a bolt of cloth under their arm?
Oh yeah.
Walking through the village.
Yes.
Patek. They would come in. I used to remember those fellas coming in my ma and sweet talking my grandmother, and when they done, ma buy a whole fucking bolt of cloth. And when they go on, ma say, what the hell are you buying all of this for? But ma, you know, talk to the man. You talk to the man sweet talk you, and you buy all the man cloth. Those same fellas who selling Patek in those days, we talking 30 years ago, 40 years ago, have cloth store, big cloth store in town now, you know. Public relations, brother. We don't know how to talk to fucking people in this country.
So what do you think they can do? Because that's not only a thing in Trinidad, right? About talking to people. It's the same thing in the States. That, you know, it's a lot of rudeness. You understand that people don't know exactly how to say, you know, a simple thing as good evening, you know, good morning, or even your neighbor. And you know, that's one thing that I always commend to Trinidad about. You know, we respect our neighbor. And you talked about it the other day. We respect everybody's religion and we respect that. But in the service industry, we don't respect that individual, which is a huge problem.
It comes from how people are trained from children. I mean, I grew up in an area where it's a poor community, 10, 12 houses together, no fence, Allan. You're running in everybody's yard. And the thing is, you've been trained not by just your parents. Children learn morals and values from the entire community. So it takes a community or it takes a village to train a child. We don't have that now. We live in a set of gated communities that you have to stop and ask the guard to get in and that kind of nonsense. people living in gated communities do not know their neighbors because they don't allow their children to play with the other people's children and all that kind of nonsense. We grew up in an area where everybody's sharing food and it's Christmas coming just now and everybody would come together. That's what I was saying about Diwali recently. You don't have to be a Hindu to celebrate Diwali. I am a Hindu man, and we would celebrate Diwali in our own form in the sense that we buy the food and we clean the house and we support our neighbors who are Hindus. And you grow up in that kind of tight knitted community and you learn respect. You never get slapped from somebody who is not your parents. I get slapped from a neighbor already. I get slapped from a neighbor. Let me tell you, I called the woman Agnes and she slapped me. She said, "Put a fucking handle to my name."
Yeah, let me tell you.
Where's that kind of training? Where is it gone?
I remember one time maybe about 10 years ago, I went to Tobago. It was a whole set of us that went, and we was trying to find the place that we was going to stay at, right? So we pull up in front. I can't remember where we was going. I can't remember for the life of me right now, right? So when we pull up there was a guard. The guard was there. I said, excuse me, I'm looking for so-and-so place. The man didn't even answer me, right? So he come back. I said, "Excuse me, I'm looking for so-and-so place." He said, over here we say good morning, okay? I said, "Oh, shit, man." I stopped right there, and I said, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, you look for that one. You walk into that one. You know that, right?
Right. I did walk into that. The man, I said, "I'm sorry, sir. Good morning. We're looking for so-and-so place." He said, "You have reached the place, but you need to know your manners." I said, "All right. I'm sorry." And we went from there. And from that moment on, like I said, it just slipped. It slipped me for a minute because, we're lost and trying to find somewhere. But the thing is, that is the respect that we need to have for our people. No matter what, no matter who or what or where, you gotta have that respect. And it like you said, we know how to mama guy people in regards to, those simple words of good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and so forth. Carries a big difference in somebody's life, and they'll be willing to do something for you than to throw oil on you. You understand?
You're so right, Allan. I think if the guy had approached her in a nicer way, his stones would not be fried right now. All he had to do was approach her in a sweeter way, a nicer way, and everything would have been, really nice. Once you smile, have you ever tried that? Smile at somebody and they smile back?
Well, I do. I'm a cordial person, you understand? Sometimes I get in real trouble because I be too cordial to a lot of people, because...
Allan, I can't see that happening with you because you're single, man. Look like you're smiling enough. You need to smile and probably wink.
No. I winking, I doing everything, man. That's why I even get chook, on the side.
You're doing everything.
I'm doing everything right. Don't worry, brother. I'm making sure I'm doing everything right. So, but this is what I like I said, from that moment on, when I was in Tobago, I always make sure, and like I said, I respect our ladies, and if the woman respects me, I make sure I respect them. I don't disrespect nobody. I try to make sure and do that. I have a young daughter, and I make sure and I carry that about that, what might not happen to me, I don't want to fall on my child, right? So, this is where we lose that respect. A lot of guys, I don't know if you see some videos and thing in Jamaica, they're jumping on the girls as a dance and all this kind of madness. I don't understand where this is coming from. And it's some total dotishness that's going on out there. And these girls and them, they bring that on themselves.
But Allan, I have stopped going to parties because dance has changed. You've noticed that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Dance has changed right now because the size of my belly. If I try some of the dances that those Jamaican guys try now, EHS or you guys would have to call 911 to pick me up, man. Can't do those things. I mean, some of those things you go down and when time to come up, you need two fellas to help you come back up. I mean, I am 38 dread. I gain old. I can't do them things. I see the kind of fit them fellas trying. You ought to be fit. You ought to be going to the gym all the time. Carnival for me might have to slow down. I can't try half of the things them fellas trying. But one of the things that have me upset is respect. Women don't have respect for themselves. It is a frightening thing to see how some of these women dress. I mean, recently I went to a meeting, and in coming back out, I passed to get something to eat, and I was in a line, and this woman in front of me is wearing her short pants, and all her shit stains showing. I mean, the pants is so short. That I am seeing the shit stains on her back leg and at the back of her leg, and I am saying, but darling, you didn't look in the mirror. Your man didn't look at your backside until the girl watched me. In the back, they're a little too black to show all the way, you know. Something wrong.
Are you for real? I hope
it's serious.
Oh my God.
Listen, if girls out there, ladies, if you have shit in the back of your leg, put on a pants that long enough that can reach down by your calf. We don't want to see the shit stain, please. Thanks. And it all comes back. Look, you know, that's a big issue right now in the country, Allan, discussing the president's wife's attire.
Okay, yeah, that's a big thing, and I know everybody want to hear your take on that in regards to what happened to Rachel Price.
Well, you know, it's three blind mice. Mm-hmm. One need to cover her navel, one need to cover her mouth, and the other one have too much power. Three blind mice. One, Rachel is doing what she's supposed to do. She's an international jackass. International jackass. She's not just a local jackass, but an international jackass. And she's doing her job. She is supposed to make you laugh. So she has to prick you and prod you and to invoke laughter. That is what comedians do. We make an ass of everything and enjoy it. She's not dead serious about most of the things. It is to invoke laughter. As I said before, she's an international jackass. She does her job very well.
Very well.
Do you understand what I'm saying, Allan?
Right, I understand.
Right, so let me leave that there. Because she might kill me by tomorrow morning. We're good friends. I know her.
Well, here's what. In regards to, what is your take about, you know, what the president did in regards to sending a protocol letter to...
That's what I'm giving you the whole story about the three blind mice.
Right.
If you're blind, the first one, who couldn't cover her mouth.
Right.
The second one is the one who couldn't cover her navel. I don't know. I don't find belly button sexier. I mean, I like toes. It's a woman with nice toes and it's clean and it ain't no black. You know, some of them they toe black. I don't know where it is be digging yam. I don't know. First of all, and when I look at a woman, I just watch down and see the toes. And if your toes looking kind of, because a man like to suck toe. I don't know what you do suck, Allan.
Well, be careful. I hope it's not toti. You understand? This is we watch this.
Well, I didn't say suck toe. It's plural.
Okay.
Toe is plural of toe.
All right.
I just suck toe. And when I look at them thing and I find it looking kind of way that I can't put that in my mouth. Next thing you'd interfere with my teeth and that I have nice teeth. Boy, look here. So when you say I see them things, I just pull back. But it have men like different things. Some men like ears. Some men like toes. Some men eyelashes just get them excited. Hair does get them excited. I don't know how much men who listening to me tonight like navel. I find, you know, once or twice I had relations with fat women and I jump on the woman and it was off, Allan. And I rail throwing thing and I break. And when I get off, I say, oh God, Allan, this was real sweet. She say, don't get vexed, I want to tell you something. I say, well, what? She say, a bull made me navel.
What? What?
I missed the hole. So, but there are a few people who like, you know, you like navel.
Right.
I am not one of them, and I do encourage you're showing your navel. You see, navel, I don't know if you ever push, Allan, you ever push a finger in your navel when you're bathed 2 days?
Well, yeah, I know it's not a nice feeling. You understand? Well, you didn't bathe for 3 days the other day. You understand? So
that's what I'm trying to tell you. I smell it and it was smelling nice. If you want, I could post it for you to smell it.
No, that's all right, brother. That's all right. Some things you just gotta leave alone, you know.
But you know, on a serious note, I don't want to end up with a protocol. I have much thing on my name, and next thing you know, the president get half of my business and thing. I ain't able. So all I would like to say is that I think personally, and a lot of people totally agree with me, and I'm going to say it on air tonight, that I think she needs to know how to dress.
Yes.
She does not dress appropriately for certain occasions. Now, let me tell you something. The Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Mrs. Bissessa, is a very beautiful woman. And we have a lot to say about her, whether, you know, you don't like her as a person or you don't like her as a prime minister. But one thing I can't say about Kamala is that Kamala can't dress. Right. Kamala looks beautiful for whatever occasion. Allan, I lie?
I agree, brother. She's a very gorgeous woman. I agree 100%.
For everything. I mean, I don't know who is dressing this woman. The woman looks beautiful. Very, very nice. And I'm hoping that our president will take, his wife will take, you know, follow suit and find out who it is dressing Kamala and get some tips. Because clearly, the navel thing ain't working, and then there's a problem with the hair. She has a hair malfunction. I know if you notice, it does look like Brillo. You know the thing Ma used to use? You know the coconut hawks we used to wash hairs with long time?
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks like that.
Well, bro, like I said, I mean, some people don't really understand where they're always in the public eye, right? And like we said, the president's wife, she lapsed. I don't know what happened there, but like we said, at least Kamala, we always hear the talk about her being drunk and this and that. She's a party animal and whatnot. But at least when she goes out there in the public, she looks damn good. I gotta give her credit for that.
I mean, there's no one. When she's sober, she says nation. When she had a few, she would say nation. Anytime you see she started getting the accent, nation, you know, my child, she drunk.
Right.
But we used to that. That's okay. All right. But, okay, so we touched Rachel and we touched Mrs. Kamona, but I want to touch the president tonight. Now, listen to me, Allan. Even though I'm a comedian and we're joking a little bit, I have the utmost respect for the office of the prime minister, the president. I have the utmost respect for the office of the president. And I'd like to give him a couple of tips from a little Indian comedian like Darrel. I want to give him some tips. When you're elected as president of a country like Trinidad, I know you don't have any ceremonial powers, because the person who really have the power is the prime minister. We know that with our system. But you are ambassador to the world for Trinidad.
Right.
Anywhere you go, you represent me, man. I have never been all over the world. You have the ability to go to different countries and represent Trinidad. But when you go, you're not representing yourself and the country of Trinidad, the island. You represent the people. You're representing me, Allan, and you, and my children, and my neighbors. When you go up there as president, or wherever you go, or whatever speech you make, or whatever you do, you represent Trinidad and Tobago, the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You are an ambassador for this country. You're following where I'm going, right?
Yeah, I totally agree. I understand, bro. Mm-hmm.
So when you represent my country, you go out there like a calypsonian or a comedian from this country, or politicians or designers or whoever go out there, and you make us proud. Sometimes some of the things I see Mr. and Mrs. Obama do, I feel so proud for people like Ole up there, and I'm not a citizen. You see how Mrs. Obama looks sometimes when she goes out with her husband? I mean, I'm proud. I look at this one and say, wow, that is class. You need to represent your country. And the thing is, I stood there when he was inaugurated. I'm talking about my president here. You know, hear this man make this big speech of the powers, you know what kind of power that he has and what he doesn't have, and what you think he has that he doesn't have, but he have what you have, but he have. When he was finished with all of that, I sat back there and I said, wait, this man looked like he would make a difference. This man looked like he would talk about stuff that happened in the country. This man looked like, even though the thing is, Allan, I have noticed in my little way that when I open my mouth about hot oil, I got 115,000 viewers because I stood up for the girl in KFC.
Right.
I am saying you are the president of Trinidad and Tobago. You have much more power than Big Belly Darrel. And you have not used any of your powers, I'm talking about your voice, to be able to stand up for the community and stand up for the people of Trinidad and say, no, you are not doing this right for my people, and you're not doing that right, and we could do this better. As the president, open your mouth, do that. You open your mouth to jump in the drain with Rachel Price.
Yeah, right.
Rachel is in the drain playing with mud, with ringworm. You, as the president, jump in the same drain with mud and ringworm, to play with Rachel Price. Come on. I mean, seriously, Allan. No.
Yeah,
no.
You know, I agree, bro. But hey, Darrel, I don't want to run you off a topic for just a little bit, right? But I'm getting a lot of messages and a lot of emails and things like that. People are sending some stuff here, so I just want to make sure. We got Cherry Villavana. I hope I'm saying her name correct. I didn't want to mash it up, but she's locked on in Philadelphia, and she real enjoying. We got Shoma. That is locked on in Trinidad and Guyana. She said, wait, listening from Trinidad. I don't know how she's listening from Trinidad and Guyana. But she said, Darrel, we love you. You're too funny. LOL, living in Trinidad, but a true Guyanese. So large up to Shoma. Then we got Stacy from South. She's online. She said, big up Radio Guyana. Thank you for welcoming Darrel when our own probably rejected him. Airwaves blowing up. Should let him know we locked on and supporting him. Real love, Darrel.
Trinidad stations don't want me. They can't handle it.
You know, and then I got Sabrina. That's a good friend of mine. She's locked on right here in Fort Lauderdale. She said, good night, guys, and welcome to Darrel. Darrel, I got some other, let me just go through all of this, because even on our app, if this is the first time you listen to Radio Ghana, we thank you all very much, and we welcome you guys. We got Kelly Balgovan from Point Fortin. He's locked on. He said, in regards to your comment before, he said that she's shitting like cattle. And what the fuck am I guy now? And you're not easy and thing like that. But also, on our app, Darrel boy, people are real loving you, man. People are real loving you. We got Leslie. Darrel has Instagram now, and one of the things that we had said is, Darrel, your favorite saying. And I remember when I told you about that hashtag, we want to make sure and go ahead and use hashtag WUF. Hit them with it, Darrel. What is WUF?
What utter fuckery. That's what it is.
That's what it is. And we got Kiki that's listening. Kiki said they're listening. They got Leslie. Leslie said WUF. Alana says Alana's locked on. First time on Radio Ghana. To big up to Darrel. A bid. It says it's awesome. Darrel's real funny. Shaka said, fed up and get a slap. Ali G says, self-respect is gone and low esteem rampant. These young ladies in a mess. Foxy said, you kill them. You're killing them with the shit stain. You're killing them with the shit stain. All right? And then Chantel says, I just always say it have a big difference between being brought up and being dragged up. And you better believe in it because it is a show. You understand? And Ali G said that you suck toe and laughing on that. Shaka said Darrel killing we, Leslie. Everybody's loving it and stuff like that. Foxy just replied with the WUF. And like I said, make sure and check out. It's Darrel is on Instagram. If you haven't gotten him yet on there, make sure and link him up. And once again, this is an adult program, and we're giving Darrel the forum for him to be able to speak freely and so forth. And if for next week and stuff like that, if you have a topic and thing you want to talk about, make sure and send us a message. There's also Stacy Cadigan is locked on, saying that they love the fact that you're getting on the air and so forth. And Darrel, like I said, lots of people they look forward to your blog. And let me give them a little history about yourself. What made you want to do this? What made you want to put out a blog and things like that? Let people know a little bit about you.
Boy, the truth is, I am a very simple person. I'm a designer. I do interiors and exteriors. That's what I do. We build pools and fountains. If the people who on my wall would know, if you go into the landscaping and stuff that we did, and on what we've been doing, I was trained in Malaysia. So that's how I make money. That's how I live and feed my family. I have one son. I have a wife. She's a teacher. We're very simple people. I come from a very religious home, man. My dad is a reverend, so it's very ironic to hear Darrel say, "What utter fuckery." I think if my dad hears that, he's going to get a heart attack.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if he's listening tonight, but I think EHS might have to go pick him up because he's going to hit the floor. But the truth is, we grew up in a very sheltered environment, and Allan, is only when I went out to work in Port of Spain I realized that what we have been learning home, the morals and values we learn home, is totally different from what you meet outside there. And I realized I got more and more disenchanted until I started to put stuff up on my wall. And then it wasn't enough. And one day I decided to take my phone and do a blog, a video actually. And I started to post, and every time there's something that irritated me, even though I try to do it as comical as possible, I'm a comic. I mean, anybody talk to me would roll with laugh. But that's natural. If you ask me to crack a knock-knock joke, Darrel, make a joke, I can't. But if you talk to me within the next 5 minutes, I am sure I would make you laugh. Anyway, the point is, whenever I get upset about something, I would do a video. And I got up that morning and looked at that oil situation with this child. How the hell she so, and why did she burn the man? She should not have done that. And I was saying, but what the hell? Nobody is looking at what this girl is going through. And I decided to do that blog, and it went viral, and that's where we are today.
Well, you know, like I said, my girlfriend Amelia is locked on. She loves when you say, "What other fuckery?" It friggin' it cracks her the hell up. She's a representative of KVTV for Kelly Village TV out of Trinidad. You know, and everybody loves the fact that you're getting a forum to.
Oh, hold on. You're dating a girl from Trinidad?
No, well, she lives in Tampa, but she is the U.S. representative of Kelly Village TV.
Hold on. And how far away is she from you?
250 miles, sir. 250
boy, Allan, what utter fuckery you telling me tonight, boy?
Yes, she lives about 250 miles. But, you know, we make sure almost every weekend.
No, Allan, right now she and somebody could be eating popcorn.
Well, right now she's eating that with her dad. Today's her dad's birthday. So I ain't worried.
Okay.
I ain't worried. So we have a person by the name of Mystic Blue out of Chagonas. Says, Mr. Gopie and Mr. Dookoo, we love you. She's locked on. I hope it's a she. I'm not sure. But I don't know what, you know, these Facebook names and things like that, you know, they're locked on. And like we said, this program is adult content, right? So if you're offended, we're sorry, but we warned you. You understand? Darrel is a man that, you know, one of the listeners that's locked on right now, Sharon, is saying it. You know, she gotta love you. She never heard you before until I sent you I sent a couple of your videos to her. She's a loyal listener of us from New York, right? And she said, the man's a plain speaker with bad manners. You gotta love it. You gotta love that kind of talk. And this is what...
I didn't hear the start of this, what you just said, but you're talking about your girlfriend, right?
No. This next person out of New York, she never heard of you before, right? Last week.
Oh, okay.
And when I had announced that, you know, you're coming on the air, that you're, you know, it's an adult program, and she's like, what? Adult program? What the hell is that? Right? So I told her, I said, you know, I sent her a couple of your videos. I sent her the hot oil and stuff like that, and they love it. Look, people posting on your wall, WUF, laughing out loud. Yes, man. Cheryl Kalu and Richie Nanton. That's what the hashtag. You know, make sure link up Darrel on Instagram. It's Darrel. It's the @ at Darrel Dookoo. Yeah, you know. So Darrel's new to Instagram, but that's the hashtag we're going with, right, brother? We want to make sure hashtag what other fuckery, WUF.
Exactly.
You know, so, but like we said, you guys got to find out a little bit about Darrel. Darrel also got some people, Tobago's locked on, a Trini locked on in Brooklyn with the hashtag WUF. That's Leslie. Hillview College is inside. We got Bernadette that's locked on. You know, everybody, hey, your WUF catching on, boy. Everybody posting it right now in the the Radio Guyana app. So, we thank everyone for locking on. What we'd like you to do, follow me on the Allan G inside the Android app. We're going to get the Apple app is soon going to be coming on. And, Mr. Blue, MYIST Blue says that Misty Blue, that's it. Miss T Blue. She said she's a girl.
She's on my wall. That's a name that I see from.
Yeah, she said pronounced Misty Blue. Locked on in Chagones and Carney. Says I'm a girl. The last time she checked, I don't know. Maybe Darrel, you could check and let me know because I'm all the way here. I'm all the way over here.
But I thought when she texted me, I said, "What's up, man?" I'm sorry, darling. I'm very sorry. I didn't know you have breasts. I'm sorry. Totally.
I'm sorry too. I didn't mean to make that mistake. So, Misty Blue, we thank you very much for locking on. Like I said, that these names. We got Paula Wood. Paula Woods has been locked on, enjoying
Who would?
Your Woods. This is Woods. Woods is passing right now. But here's what we got. I got somebody else that just sent a message. Bella says, "Oh Lord, hold on, I just missed it. I'm gonna go back." It says Bernadette said from what Morval? I think that's what they said. Alana said, "Listening from Cuba. My sister Jermaine is locked on as well. Darrel, I love you. #WUF." So this is what. So guys, here's what. Darrel has his group page that we did. And if you want to see comments for next week. Now, here's what. In the U.S., like I said, I'm coming from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We're coming live from Fort Lauderdale. Radio Ghana is international. We're live in London, live in the UK, all over the world on RadioGhana.fm. We thank you to all of our first-time listeners and thing. But next week it's going to be 9 o'clock Trinity time, which is 8 o'clock U.S. time. So we're going to have that time difference. So we know some people they might be a little bit late, huh, Darrel? In regards to they're going to be
You're breaking up again, Allan. I'm sorry. Hearing you.
I think that's the internet there, but we're going to have some people that's going to end up having to lime a little bit later, as it's going to be 9 o'clock Trinidad time for next week.
Yes, we're moving up. We're moving ahead by an hour, right?
Right. So, hold on, Darrel. I got some shout-outs. People are using the shout-out page. Paula says she's loving it. What other fuckery? Saif Khan says, Darrel, we love you. Come and give we a lecture. Hashtag what other fuckery. Let me see. Love it. The other fuckery. That's from Paula. Let me see. Jason says, Blaze, Darrel Dookoo, we on. That's Jason Sue from Trinidad. Let me see if there's anybody else. So Darrel, real people, messages all over. What do you think, Darrel? What are you thinking about? This is your first time being on the air. What do you think?
I'm enjoying it. One topic I want to hit again. Do we have time?
Oh yeah, we got time, brother. We have time. You don't have to worry about that.
I want to talk a little bit about the horn.
The horn? Go right ahead, brother.
Yeah, the topic about horning. I know this person who let's call her Auntie Toy, right?
Okay.
And we'll call the guy Uncle Murphy. Let's leave it as that.
Okay.
Auntie Toy suspected that Murphy was sharing wood other than for her.
Okay.
So she set up the neighbor to watch the house and see what's happening, right, Allan? So she has gone to work, and Mr. Murphy come home, and the neighbor pick up the phone. Always have a tanty who living next to you that a little too fucking fast.
Right, the nosy neighbor, right?
So you understand, I have one right next door to me here, just give me pressure. I can't bring nobody home. Anyway, leave that day. So she pick up the phone and she called Auntie Toy. She said, Auntie Toy, you better come home and look, Uncle Murphy come. Auntie Toy take a taxi and reach home fast.
What the jail?
Bust in the door and catch the man with Trinidad Royal Castle is. 2 boxes of Royal Castle and 2 Apple J. So she start a course. I don't see what utter fuckery was going on here. You have a woman. Murphy said, no, me and a woman. Nobody here. I know he was coming home, baby, and look, I bring lunch for you. Let me sit down and eat the Royal Castle. 2 boxes Royal Castle and 2 apple J. Toy sit down, she eat with Murphy. She kissed Murphy. She apologized to Murphy for accusing him, jump in the taxi, and gone. Reach down the road and realize she leaves she purse home. Take the same car and come back up the road. And find a woman crawling out from under the kitchen cupboard.
Get the hell out of here.
I tell you, crawling out from under the kitchen cupboard. And Murphy's excuse was, Toy, she come to fix the kitchen sink, it leaking.
So, did you give that word of advice?
The long and short is, of course, you have to characterize what's going on here, and we put them in categories. Toy is the horned.
Right.
Murphy is the horner.
Right.
The lady under the sink is the horny.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Horny, I.E.
Right.
And me and you, we just horny.
Right, there you go. I on the outside. Right now, yes, I'm on the outside.
Yeah, we the outside people with the Y, right?
Right.
And under the sink is the one with the I.E.
Right.
E.
So, well, Darrel, you ain't easy, brother. You ain't easy. So, here's what. I got a couple more messages are coming in for you, Darrel. So, like we said, ladies and gentlemen, next week, Tuesday, it's going to be later, right? But use the shout outs. Hit me up on Facebook, add me on Facebook. You could in Darrel's group page, what kind of topics you want him to talk about and things like that. Darrel, we got a Jeeves locked on from Trinidad, says big up to the Hillview College team. They're locked on. We got Samantha Wolf is locked on. That says from New York, saying Darrel, you're the best. And man, I got to go back to the app, our Radio Ghana app, because you can send messages and stuff through there. Imtiaz M says, me and the wife are locked on. Congrats on your live show, Darrel, from San Fernando.
Wow.
Cheryl M says, hey, Dookoo, stop thieving the people net or move closer to the single so you have better connection next week. Laughing out loud, what the fuckery. Oh my God. Then Rick T says, Darrel, you as a boss, first time listener, all the way from Brooklyn. That's and hashtag what other fuckery. Mike K says, what other fuckery? You need to go on 91.9 and mash them up. Kathy Ann B says, hashtag what other fuckery. Darrel, you're on point. I love it. I think I said Imtiaz said that me and the husband are locked on. Congrats, Darrel, on your live show. Bernadette B says, print us some t-shirts, Darrel. Yes.
I think we need to go on and get this thing registered. Now, people go take this from us, huh?
No, we're going to register this. Yes, hashtag WUF.
Yeah.
Abid said, my bro. Hold on. Raquel is locked on. Whole team is locked on. Abid, my bro. Samad is locked on. Let's see. Dookoo, the whole man, walk out the police station. What other fuckery? Ali G says that. So, real thing. Natalie A says, shout out to Darrel. Lawrence sent a picture of something. I don't know what Lawrence sent a picture of, but I know you guys are sending Darrel a whole bunch of everybody's probably sending you a whole bunch of stuff on Facebook. Darrel doesn't have access to
his phone off, and I switched the computer off because I didn't want to have to deal with that and talk to you at the same time. But right. When I get off, I will eventually go there, and who need to get cussed, go get cussed.
Well, there you go. There you go. So I got all of our DJs locked onto Radio Ghana International. They're loving it. They're listening to the first time. I got D-Rock out of Tampa, Mark, DJ Sean. DJ Sean sent me a question to ask you, and he says, Darrel, what's your take on this Ebola that's going on right now?
Boy, I think it's the only topic that I have made a joke about because I think it's very scary. Allan, you have it in New York now, right?
Yeah, it's in New York. Thank God it's not in Florida, And but we've been here. I also heard that they have found a cure. That some of the people, the early people have been diagnosed, and they have a cure. That's not cure 100%. I'm sorry for using those words, but something that's working. Some testing drugs that are working.
Well, what has happened here is that, we always, they jump off and ball, we prepared for this or we prepared for that. Like, you remember when AIDS came out?
Right.
We had this big bacchanal in Trinidad of share condoms, and the first time I got a condom, well, I saw Dad had condoms in his wallet. Allan, I thought it was chewing gum, and I'd take one and well chew it, boy. And I said, but like Daddy diabetic, how this chewing gum ain't no damn taste? I didn't even know what a condom was. Anyway, let's leave that there. But what has happened in this country is that they're talking about Ebola so much and they're prepared and all of that. But I am not too sure if we prepared, because when you go to the hospital under emergency and you need to stay, you have to sit upright. We have no beds. We do not have enough beds. If you go to the dispensary, if they send you to go and get your prescription filled, all we have is Panadol. If you have cancer, we give you Panadol. If you have hypertension, we give you Panadol. If your wood give in trouble, we give you Panadol. If you get an accident, we give you Panadol. All we have is Panadol. So for Ebola, I'm not too sure if we're ready for it here. Actually, we had a scare about a week ago when a boat came into Trinidad in Chagaramas, man, by cruising. That's one of the ports of entry if you come in there via your cruise boat or whatever, your yacht. And a boat came in, and it came in from one of those countries that we suspected or is having the epidemic of Ebola. And they're able to deal with it. I mean, in the first place, if you come in from one of those small countries, and we know what is happening with Ebola, I run your ass back, Even wasting time to tell you, well, bring your custom documents, blah, blah, blah. Turn your fucking boat around and go.
Well, you see, Darrel, here's what. In regards to Ebola, Trinidad was the first country to step forward in regards to they're not allowing people coming in. They get it, like one of the problems one of the things that everybody's talking about is Carnival is around the corner. They don't want to cancel Carnival. Some people want to cancel Carnival. Trinidad stepped forward in regards to the fact about they said they're not allowing anybody into the country. No flights to and from Africa. Nobody. If you've been to Africa within 21 days, you're automatically being quarantined. Once you get to Piarco and things like that, What is your take in regards to what they're doing?
Again, you don't need to be worried. They all this week, and I was in shock. There's a tuntun called Trevor Sayers. Have you heard of him, Allan?
No, I have not.
He's a self-proclaimed doctor of herbs. So he is self-proclaimed. He says he is Dr. Trevor Sayers. And this man is claiming he has the cure for Ebola. And he's saying, do not worry. He can bathe you in charcoal and some other things and beat you with shining bush and give you ven to drink. I don't know if Trinidadians who are we could remember all of that, what I'm talking about, ven and chandelier bush, and then you get your ass cut with chandelier bush.
What the hell?
Yeah, this man said he could cure Ebola, so we don't have a problem. Once you come to Trinidad, and if you whine on a man who's suffering with Ebola and you catch it, Trevor Sayers could fix it, but don't worry at all. But the thing is, I do not know how reliable he is, because he was advertising a little while ago, men who having problems, he has something to give you stamina. So I looked down at my pants and I said, well, if I could get some more stamina in length, I would take. So I went to Trevor Sayers, and he gave me charcoal tablets to clean me out, and he gave me tablets to get me, I think, bigger and longer. And I thought, that the girls would be happy to know that Darrel has extended himself, and I have tried his stuff. I've been trying his stuff for the past 5 years. And Allan, I'm the same size. In fact, I think I'm smaller.
So you need a refund? Is that what's going to happen?
What a fuckery, man. If you can't fix my wood, you want to fix fucking Ebola?
Oh, Lord, Darrel. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go back to the forest to get more wood? What are you gonna do? Because if you already was it was already short that you're seeking help.
No. You see, Allan, you have to use the talents that God gave you, and one of the things that God has given me is a silver tongue, as you guys have noticed.
There you go, bro. There you go. Talk done.
What I can't stick, I lick.
There you go. So here's what, boy. Darrel, I got a bunch of messages and thing, and we don't have to go nowhere yet. You understand? That's the good thing in regards to we have as much time as we want. But I know everybody dying and stuff like that, but we have a whole bunch of messages and stuff. So I want to make sure and get to the messages and thing. All right, Darrel? So here's what I know. A lot of people enjoying the segment and stuff like that. We thank everybody for their support. And first time, if you're first time listening to Radio Guyana, we thank you very, very much. We got Keith Jordan. He says he's in the USA. Big up to Radio Guyana. Saif Stunner says from Grandy, Darrel, you have me laughing all night. Darrel is king. # what other fuckery. I love Lakshmi Gyal. That's what Saif said to say. All right. Wait, Grandy. Aren't you in Grandy now?
Hush na, boy.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, boy. I'm sorry.
You want to send man to kill me here?
So then we got Abid A said, Darrel, what other fuckery? Lick. Bernadette says, Darrel, you went by Trevor, laughing out loud. Let me see. Stacy Ann sent an Instagram thing that says, what Ebola? Hey, there's a sign. She actually posted it. Ebola treatment, Ebola cure from Dr. Trevor Sayers.
You got it, Allan. That's the guy, the Trevor Sayers guy who says he can cure it. Open it up and look at it.
Yeah, the man has a friggin' sign. Are you kidding me? This is craziness. Joanna Shaka said, I want to ask Darrel what he thinks about Kubal Singh and the highway. We'll get to that in just a second. Kathy Ann says, Trevor Sayers, what other fuckery? Lick and stick. Joanna S. Lick. Let me see.
Allan, I would just like to tell everybody that I have reached my 5,000 limit.
Right, yes. So join the group page. Please join the group page, Darrel Dookoo. You're going to see it on there. If you have me as well, you could search it. It's Darrel Dookoo, then / #WUF, True Talk. Let me see here. Chantel says, got Ebola. Tun Trevor will beat it out. Laughing my ass off. What other fuckery? Let's see. Oh my God. People, what? Darrel boy? People, let me see here. Alex said Alex is the manager for Annan's Gold and Diamonds collection. Love this show. I look at all of Darrel's videos. Love it. My entire family listening. Stacy Ann P says, Darrel, you're Israel Jones. Yes, I'm laughing hard here. I can't control myself. Shaka said, I want to ask Darrel what he think of. Oh, well, you actually hit that on the head. And then Mike K says, what about Benjai's song? No Ebola, can't stop soca. What other fuckery? What do you think about that, Darrel?
Boy, it's just unbelievable. I just got one here that I need to share with you. This woman has been texting me over and over if I could help her with her husband because he's not performing, Allan. She said she cooks for him. She sets the ambience with probably wine, and she said she puts on and nipple gloss. What the hell is nipple gloss?
What the hell is that?
I have no idea. Could anybody just text me and tell me what the fuck is nipple gloss? Anyway, so she says she puts on nipple gloss and all of that, and is it like lip fucking gloss? Anyway,
I don't know, bro. So, I can't help you there.
Wow,
I can't help you there, brother.
So she's telling me over and over, Allan, that he doesn't want to sleep with her. And my first impression is, I said, baby, you're probably getting horn. And so we're talking a couple of days about, I said, well, you need to do things to attract the man and all that. And by the way, I just asked her today, I said, so how old are you? And she says, Darrel, I'm 35. And I said, well, how old is your husband? She said, well, he's 50. I said, what utter fuckery? I said, girl, the man tired. Go and carry the man to the doctor and see if the man is diabetic. If you're diabetic, your wood can't stand up. Listen to me. If your sugar is high, your wood would not be high. If your sugar is high, your wood cannot be high.
There you go. Heard it from
Sugar
Darrel.
needs to be low, bro, for your for your wood to grow.
There you go. That's a new hashtag or what, bro? So
I tell us, girl, the only thing could help you if the man diabetic. Jesus, they had to expect a miracle.
There you go.
Like shock your miracle, you know. We have people long here selling tablets for everything, Christian people. You hear about that one, right? We'll hit them back next week.
Okay, so we're gonna leave that on the back burner. Let's see.
Yeah, we can't give them everything tonight, We have to make sure they come back next week.
There you go. So
somebody was asking about Kubla Singh.
Yeah, Kubal Singh. What do you think about that?
Allan, this man, and I want the truth. Have you ever fasted?
Yes.
Religiously, right?
Yes, I'm Hindu. I make sure I fast.
No, mix up the fast is that you don't eat meat. But have you ever gone, like how Christian people fast, Pentecostal people will. By the way, I'm Costipental. Anybody who wants to know what my religion is? Costipental. I believe in Jesus, but I cuss. So I'm not Pentecostal. Don't mix it up.
Right. Don't get tied up. Don't get tied up.
Christian. No, don't get tied up. But Christian people, they fast and they won't eat food and they won't drink water for a day or two. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I've gone like a day or so without eating. Correct. Nothing. Right.
The entire day.
That's just me being busy, bro. Not because I want to. That's just being too busy.
Oh, what utter fuckery, man. We talking about fasting. You talking about starving yourself, bro.
Right. That's a difference. And it doesn't work because I'm just as round as you, brother. So,
Yeah, that's that. I have fasted in my good days when I was in my father's house and behaving and didn't know what fuck means. I used to religiously fast for 2 days or so, and I would pray for a job or I would pray to be a better person. You know how this works, right? You cleanse yourself. And after 2 days, man, you wanted dead, Allan. You wanted dead. You telling me, honestly, Allan, you telling me that Kubla Singh eat for a month and change?
Yeah, a month and a half it was, right? Yeah.
Kubla Singh, what I want to find out, because nobody can tell me, is Kubla Singh here with us in the flesh or is he here in the fucking spirit? Because nobody could don't tell me, Allan, that you not eating and you living a month and change and you ain't dead yet.
I agree. I don't understand it. I don't understand.
Nah, man, watch me, Allan, he blending doubles in the night and drinking it with fucking straw, man.
Well, maybe his wood could grow because his sugar is low. You understand? That's probably what's going on with him.
Yeah, the man looking like you could wash clothes on the man's chest, boy. You see every rib, every bone.
Right.
It's bad.
Oh, Lord. So, bro, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy that, but what do you think is the cause for that? What do you think is going on in regards to that aspect? What do you think he's doing? You say he grinding doubles and things like that, but you really think he's doing that? Or it's all a gimmick?
You're breaking up. I haven't heard a word that you said.
Oh, sorry. So I said, do you think it's a gimmick? Is it for the cause? What do you think that's going on with him?
I still haven't heard what utter fuckery, boy. We already have a bad fucking connection.
Oh, Lord. Don't tell me the time is up because we're still... Can you hear me now?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, there we go. I said, is it what a gimmick that he's going with? You understand? That's what he's doing.
Again, I'm not hearing you, Allan.
All right, hold on 1 second. Oh, you hear me better now, Darrel?
Much better.
Okay. I said, is it a gimmick that he's going with?
I'm trying to understand why you wouldn't want the highway, Allan, because I live at Sangre Grande, and I build pools in San Fernando. I've built pools in Debe. I've built pools in Pinal. I've built pools all over this country. And for the people who commute in San Fernando, the extra bit of highway, you remember, we have been accustomed to the highway ending at Sando Tech. You remember that?
Yes.
And the highway has been extended all the way down to, you can get to Debe, right? In like 5-10 minutes, depending on if you're driving a nice car or whatever, but you get down there because the highway saves you time. Who want that for your country, man? who would not want that? I'm not saying that they're probably doing it in a right way, because I have my reservations. How come one person got the contract for seven? How much is it? $700 billion?
Yes.
What is wrong with the contractors like me, man? We can't even get a fucking box drain. I can't pay my mortgage, and you giving all these people, all one set of people money. That's a problem I have with the PP. One set of people getting all the money, and the rest of contractors suffering.
Well,
anyway, but we ain't want to hit all of that tonight. But my point is, the first time I passed Sando Tech and I reached DB in one, I remember this idea came from, I don't know if you remember this was 2020 Vision P&M time, and it was beautiful that Mrs. Bissessa took it up and trying to finish this, because it's a wonderful idea to extend the highway. I mean, if we want to talk about first world status, the roads we have here, I mean, Allan, the roads are so bad in the country area, you could hold your wood, right? And go down in a couple potholes in Grandy, and by the time you reach home, you're breaking up.
It sounds like New York, brother.
It's that bad, bro. It is that bad. But my point is, when I drove the first time past Sando Tech and realized I could reach DB in 5 minutes, I wanted to find Mr. Manning and Sucky Tongue. Because I couldn't believe how beautiful it is. You could reach down the road in 5 minutes. It was a wonderful idea. So, my take on it is build the mother cunt highway all to Tobago.
There you go. Here's what, Darrel. Let me. I know we have more topics to discuss and things like that, but we're gonna leave it for next week, right? You remember, everybody, if you're the first time listener, we thank you all for locking on to RadioGuyana.fm. Tune in app, BlackBerry. You can find us on there via Novex. Search Radio Guyana International. If you have if you have Android or BlackBerry, if you have Apple, you could use the TuneIn Radio app, or you can just go to RadioGuyana.fm. Make sure join Darrel's group. It's called Darrel Dookoo hashtag WUF. Hashtag True Talk. That's the name of this program. And Darrel, I'm just gonna read out some of the shouts and things like that, and greetings and stuff before I let you go. All right. Mike K said, don't forget about Benjai, but we'll leave Benjai for next week, right?
Great.
We got Kellyanne B says, laughing my ass off. Hold your wood and go down the road until you break. They're loving that. Andy D says, what other fuckery? This program just hashtag epic. Ali G, corruption country. And that's how you know how you spell country, right?
Yeah.
Raquel also said it's epic. Let's see. Joanna says, a dead wash clothes on the chest. Abid said, Coobs and need a good wood to stop you fake fast. Let me see. Yeah, everybody's laughing. They're laughing. They're dead in. Raquel says she's sick. She's sick with laugh. Let's see. Also, hashtag sugar low for the wood to grow. Dead. Hashtag WUF. Bro, they're loving you. So, I got a couple of shout outs here. The shout out says from Barn Stunner, which is from Trinidad. Says to big up to all the Barn Stunners out there. Darrel is the newest Barn Stunner out there. I don't know what that is. Hashtag what other fuckery. Let's see here. Hunt Charla says at yahoo.com, where are you listening from? This is Charla's a first time listener from Winter Haven, Florida. Loving Darrel right now, smiling from ear to ear. Feel like we need a Panadol right now. Hashtag WUF. Shout out to Mr. Allan and Darrel. Loving it right now. New listener. Let's see. So I got let me see here. We just got a couple more things, and then we're gonna go. Hold on. Let me see here. Kelly Balgovan says, great show. Let's see here. We have someone else is locked on here from Trinidad. Give me 1 second here. Deborah Thomas says, hey, tell Darrel he woman need to suck the man good. Deborah Thomas said that. And it's good. And let me see. Betran Hernandez says, they're from Arima, Trinidad, and they're loving it. And they thank you very much for doing the show and stuff like that. So we're gonna turn it over to in a moment, just to Gallus Prince in a moment, who's coming up. But Darrel, before we sign off here, is there anything else that you want to say, bro?
Allan, I just want to thank you very much. It has been 6 years that I've been doing comedy and I have not been recognized. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to come on Radio Guyana International and debut. I will never forget this, and I will never forget the people who are on my wall, who support me daily. You have to understand that you are not the only person that inbox me. So when you send me a message and you see Darrel don't reply, remember I have 1,600 inbox messages.
Right.
It takes me a while to get to all of you, but I want to say hi to all of you. So bear with me. And again, as I said, my wall is full, man. I'm maxed out. So you have to go on the fan page if you want to follow us and see what the blog is going to be about and what next we're going to talk about. In fact, if you want a topic you want us to discuss, make sure you get onto Allan or I, and we will make sure and highlight it. If you cuss me, I'll cuss you back, as usual. I really enjoyed this, Allan, and I'm looking forward to next week, man.
I'm looking forward to it too. So Darrel, don't go nowhere. Let me just I'm gonna. So here's what Radio Guy International. So if you're locked on for the first time, we want to thank each and every one of you for locking on to True Talk tonight. Don't go nowhere because Gallus Prince is coming up next, right? This is yours truly, the one, the only. It's your boy DJ Third Degree, right? I'm on Tuesday nights from 6 to 8, right before True Talk. And then Saturdays from 12 to 3. And that's all Eastern Standard Time. But we got True Talk every Tuesday night with my boy, the man himself, Mr. Darrel Dookoo. We thank each and every one of you for the first time listeners, for everyone logging on, for getting the app. Our DJs are the baddest that's out there, right? So make sure and stay. Support the crew. I get ready to go. But check out my boy Darrel Dookoo. Watch out for his blogs. Join the group page. Stay tuned for Gallus Prince coming up next in just a matter of moments.
They got me bond. Father bond. Agent 009. It's true.